Well, today's devotional is going to be out of Psalm 37, and it's going to be titled Dream Big, something I feel like we need to tell ourselves and remind ourselves daily. We live in a culture, I was talking with one of my coworkers yesterday at work, and we just live in a culture where we sit and we consume. And then we've, consumed so much either on YouTube, on Spotify, Netflix, whatever it may be, Instagram, Snapchat, that then we realize our whole day is gone. And I'm not saying that in a realm that social media or YouTube or Netflix is bad. Believe me, I'm an advocate for YouTube. I love it. I learn a ton of information on this platform and on other platforms like Spotify, where this podcast will be. But I want you guys to understand that don't waste your time. And also, maybe you're someone who just struggles to believe that the dreams he has laid on your heart, or the dreams that you think you have, are not good or not possible. And man, I'm going to challenge you that as cliche as it sounds, and we quote this all the time, but all things are possible. Christ who gives you strength. And so I want to read Psalm 37, and I want to just challenge you with 3 short points when it comes to dreaming big. And so in Psalm 37, it reads, "Fret not yourself because of evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers. For they will soon fade like the grass and wither like the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." So what I'm reminded of here is that he will let the dreams and the visions that I have come true within ministry, within my family, within just life right now. My wife have an amazing season where we've started the process of building a home, and it's going to be our first home. And, seeing this vision and this dream of starting a family start to come around is just amazing. And the first step of that is having a home, a roof over your head. And maybe you're someone who has been praying about that as well. And I'll encourage you that, man, it's possible. We didn't think it was going to be possible, but we've done it. And so I challenge you to just, number one, the first point is don't let others determine your ability to succeed. I feel like we oftentimes we'll ask, or maybe we'll say, hey, give me your input. And just by the input of that person or their view of you, you determine that dream or calling isn't possible. Well, what I believe is that dreams are an outpour of your calling. God's given you a calling. Maybe it's a calling to be a mother. Maybe it's a calling to be a father. Maybe it's a calling to be in ministry or to be a professional sports player. Whatever it may be, he's given you that calling. And the dreams and visions you have within that are just the desires of your heart. It's fruit of what it says here, your faithfulness, because you've befriended his faithfulness. It's fruits of that. And so he's given you a vision and a dream that others don't see because he's called you that and he hasn't called them. So don't let them determine your success. Number two, God didn't bring you this far to let you go. Maybe for me, it's practical for me and I'll relate this within ministry. But he hasn't got me this far with a student or with our band or whatever it is may be. Like I said, with a student, maybe I'm discipling them, but then it feels like I'm kind of getting to this end where we're not, we've become stagnant. We're not getting, through the next barrier. We're not breaking down the walls that we've prayed that they would break down in their life. And I just have to remind myself that, Ben, he's gotten you this far. He's gotten them this far. And so maybe you're someone who has a really big dream. Maybe you've started a business. Maybe you've started a family. Maybe you've, been saving, but now it just feels like, man, well, I've lost my job. All these things are happening. Well, just remember, everything happens for a reason, and he didn't get you to here to just let you go. That's not him. For his faithfulness is faithful then, it's faithful now, and it'll be faithful in the future. And then lastly, dreams are evidence of God. That's my encouragement for you today, that dreams are evidence that God is working within you. The desires of your heart are shifting and changing, and you're starting to see things and see perspectives on situations and things within your work, your job, your family that others haven't yet, or maybe you haven't yet. And that is evidence that he is working within you. And so you're getting his vision. You're starting to see his perspective. And that's all just evidence that you're answering the call that he has placed on your heart. And I wrote here, don't give up on yourself. I think it's very easy for us to sit around and let, like I said at the beginning, other people's, just views on our life determine our success. So we start to sit in our pity. We start to just sit and consume. We start to just, go home and just think and plan, but never do. I'm a planner, and I've talked about that before. I can go home and I can plan countless devotionals. That's going to be amazing. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to go do it. And next thing I know, the day is gone and I haven't done it because honestly, it's just this laziness. It's just this, determination in my mind that if I plan it, it's enough. And that's so not true. Don't sleep on your dream. If you have something that you feel like God's calling you to do, do it. He calls the best person for the right time. We've talked about that so many times on this channel. And so that's my encouragement for you today, is Psalm 37 is just that he's going to give you the desires of your heart. You're going to start to see, your wants change. You're going to start to see your needs shift. And so I challenge you today to dream big. Go after it. Conquer it. He's called you for a reason. I hope this was encouraging for you today. Have an amazing day. Remember, click any of the links below to contact me. Let me know what you want to hear next, but also just click the next video. Like, subscribe, and share. If you're on Spotify, just click follow. It goes a long way as well. Have an amazing day. God bless.